like you lost another one.
What's up, guys? Keyshadochi here, back at you with kinda a new part, well, to an alternate universe, what if? And this is, well, we're gonna say part 2 of what if Deku pretty much had, you could say, explosion quirk slash acid frog quirk, and also a water power, water slash speed, you could say, combination. Part 2. I didn't put that in the first video, but pretty much this is from the 500 subscriber special, which I wanted to get this done first and work with the rest of the videos because I have to do 4 videos as I promised. So this is one of the videos. Now, pretty much, I'm not going to really go down into recap, but pretty much we're going to do a little bit of a recap. Where we last left off, pretty much Zeus, you could say, have came down and basically saying hi to Deku, pretty much telling him that he's kind of a demigod due to Mercury. And yes, Mercury is a female, and Poseidon pretty much had him and pretty much sent him down to Earth, which Inko didn't tell Deku that he's adopted. Well, you could say, or you could say pretty much they put Deku in Inko so she can give birth to him and so he can have a quirk and become, you could say, powerful. So yeah, he's kind of a demigod slash quirk user slash, yeah. But pretty much Deku is pretty much talking to Zeus and head home and laid in the bed, pretty much thinking over it. Now, oh, and also, Deku pretty much, had a thing with Bakugo and kind of did it, had sex. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it, dick and vagina, all that. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it for y'all guys. Y'all not kids, all right? We're all crazy and wacky and weirdos, all right? I'm going to go down to Nick and Cranny into the nastiness, all right? But let me stop. Let's continue on. So, we're going to pretty much go to this part 2 and see how this goes. So, Deku wakes up pretty much in the morning and telling his mom that he's going to go to the beach and pretty much train up, to get ready for the, you could say, UA exam. And pretty much heads there and get his training. Now, he's at the beach pretty much training and stuff. And this is a little bit of a different Ultra encounter. Instead of All Might coming to this beach and to see Deku train and all that, All Might goes to a different place. He goes to his gym to pretty much go work out to refix his body. Because this time, instead of All Might getting the injury, he did get the injury, but the doctor found a cure to fix his injury. So he's slowly recovering. So he had to, you could say, those recovery centers to recover his kind of wound to fix it up. So he doesn't head to the beach to look for a successor or anything, but instead to get, his power back and to get his strength back. Now, pretty much, instead of All Might, this is Zeus. Now, Zeus is pretty much showing off his young form, saying, well, Zuka Midoriya, which Deku pretty much look at him and says, oh, it's you again. What is your name? He says, it's Zeus. How did you forget, damn it? I'm the god, the god of thunder, all that. And he says, oh, yeah. I heard in the books that you have multiple children and you have brothers and sisters, and also that you pretty much been cheating on your wife a lot to have a lot of children. And tragic tales for Hercules. Well, yeah, he's you could say, cousin, part of your family. So you read the books about us and stuff. Which Deku says, yeah, he loves his Greek mythology and learning about history and also quirks and stuff. Which Zeus pretty much smiles and says, "Okay, well, I am here to train your pretty much your power of your two family side instead of those two quirks you have there." Which Deku says, "I don't need your help. I got it." Which Zeus says, "Oh yeah," and he throws a lightning bolt pretty much at Deku, which Deku you could say outspeed it and circle around Zeus and does a you could say some somersault kick or axe kick at Zeus, which Zeus pretty much catches this and slams Deku down to the ground. Which Deku is pretty much saying, "Ow, that hurt." Which Zeus says, "Now, do you think you don't need training?" This is where Deku says, "Alright, I train." Now Zeus is smiling and says, "Okay, well, we're not gonna train up in this beach. We're gonna train up into Olympus." Which Deku says, "Wait, that place is actually true, real?" And Zeus says, "What? You thought it was fake?" Which Deku says, "Yeah, I thought you know, it was just. I thought y'all just live in like some other place instead of like. I thought y'all lived up in the mountains or some crap." Which Zeus says, "That's a little bit insulting, but just come with me." Which Deku gets hold. You could say grab Zeus and they pretty much go up to the Olympus. Now, for those 2 months, Deku have been training his two quirks, but also been training his two gift powers by his parents. Now, Hermes, female Hermes, pretty much comes in, and Perseid comes in and says, our son, which they hug him and stuff, pretty much talk to him, explain the whole thing and what happened, and why they had to and stuff, which Deku says, listen, I'm not mad, I understand. Now, I will tell y'all later of what really happened, but we're just going to continue the story. Pretty much, Deku is pretty much sitting down and taking a break, which this is where Hercules comes in and says, "Well, hello, nephew," and pretty much, give him a knuckle sandwich, or not a knuckle sandwich, which, you know, yeah, a nuggie, which Deku says, pretty much saying stop, and pretty much laughing. Hercules pretty much asking him, "Is he alright?" Which Deku's saying, "Yeah, he is." Just a little bum out that I didn't get to know y'all earlier, and my real family. Which Hercules says, "Oh, it's okay. You don't have nothing to be sad for." And they pretty much have their conversation and stuff. This is where Hercules asks, "Well, do you want to have a simple match?" Then, which this is where Deku says, "Yeah." Now, Deku pretty much heads out in the field ready to battle with Hercules. This is where all the gods and people is looking and want to watch the battle what's going to commence. And this is where Hercules summoned his we're going to say his golden lion fist, kind of like those fists from God of War, and pretty much does wind pressure at Deku, which Deku dodges it with, you could say, with his speed. And this is where he evolves, you could say. His muscles start getting stronger. He start showing wings on the side. You could say showing wings on his back and wings on his feet. Pretty much get stronger, and he forms pretty much wings on the side of his head. And water, and you're going to say water bracelets is forming on his wrist, and Deku is pretty much saying, "Are you ready?" And he pretty much blitzes, pretty much disappear from the key eye, faster than you could say Hermes, and pretty much kicks Hercules by the side, shattering one of his ribs, which Hercules cough up blood, saying, "The hell," and trying to catch Deku by punching him, which Deku pretty much dodges him again and kicks both his legs, shatter, pretty much making him fall to the ground, doing a knee down, which Deku does a somersault, double axe kick down on Hercules' face, knocking him out, and everybody's cheering and saying, "Wow, amazing!" Like everybody, including Zeus, and we're gonna say Zeus' wife comes in and pretty much says, "Wow, quite amazing," and Deku's saying, "Yeah, thank you." This is where Deku pretty much realize, like, oh shoot, I forgot to tell my mom that where I was at. Which Zeus says, well, just tell her that you was at some place with your other family tree, but don't tell her that you was up in the Olympus, okay? Which Zeus says that, and Deku says, okay, and he pretty much heads back, and he can come back wherever he wants because he knows how to fly up there and back because, like I said, Hermes, he has the gift of Hermes, you could say. So he heads back down, pretty much heading to his house and getting changed before he head to the UA. And Inko comes in and hugs him, saying, "Oh my God, where was you? I was looking for you." Which this is where Deku says, "Oh, I'm sorry, Mom. I was training for 2 months. I'm sorry if I didn't call you. That I was at some other family member's house, Which Deku says, "Yeah, I know that I'm adopted and I'm not your real son. Well, I am your son, but it's a little bit complicated. But I'll tell you later, Mom." Which Inko says, "Okay." Which Deku says, "I'm gonna go to the exam and, pass it." Which Inko says, "Okay, be safe." Now Deku heads there, pretty much going there and taking his time. This is this is where Deku says, "Oh shoot, I'm late," and pretty much runs as fast, like really fast, you could say, top fast, and he runs, and he does a triple over everything. This is where Uraka is pretty much going there, taking her time because she's there on time, and Deku pretty much blitzes it right past her. She just feels like a gust of wind blowing right past her. Her skirt lifts up, which she push down, saying, "What the hell was that?" This is where Deku makes it inside the building, pretty much doing, "Huh, thank God, thank God I have the speed." This is where pretty much the gods are watching Deku. They're pretty much, pretty much Zeus is keeping an eye on him because he wants to see how Deku do on his test, and how his training been going up. Now, pretty much Deku takes a seat, and this is where Bakugo sits by him. And this is a female Bakugo, and she pretty much holds his hand, saying, "Where were you for these last 2 months?" Which Deku says, well, I was kind of at some place, but I'm here now. I'm not gonna be going nowhere." Which she says, "Oh, you better, nerd." Which Deku says, "I know you like me as a nerd." But she does a little blush. Now, Deku pretty much heads to the testing, and his IQ he's really smart. His IQ is really smart, so he passes that with ease. The weight test and all that, he passes that 100% with ease. He has strength. He's a demigod. He's really strong from his two traits. And also, the other test he passed with ease. Now, the robot thing. Deku pretty much is listening to, you could say, my cat. I forgot his name, but pretty much he's explaining the thing and what they have to do to get points and stuff, and they get extra points for rescuing and stuff. And Deku is pretty much paying attention and stuff. This is where Bakugo, female Bakugo, pretty much she pretty much says that she makes a bet with him. If he managed to get first, then she do whatever she do everything he asks her to. Which Deku says, "Okay, deal. What is yours?" And she says, "If I win, you take me out on a date." Which Deku says, "Okay, deal." Now, when he says, "Oh, are you marked? Get set, go?" They pretty much head off. Deku pretty much faster, blitzes everybody and destroys like the two first robots he sees. And he's pretty much blitzing robots left and right with his speed. Now, this is where he pretty much pull out not a bottle of water, but like you could say like a container that holds water, and pretty much pulls out the water and summon a spear out of it. Which people are saying, "Oh, that must be his quirk. He probably have water manipulation. He can make the water turn into a spear." That's pretty cool. Everybody's looking. Some of them are looking, saying quite amazing, amazing at how Deku's doing. Now Deku's doing the spear. left or right and grabbing the spear and also turning it into water again and slashing robots and stuff with it. This is where he thinks like, oh, I got enough points. Well, I better head back. This is where he hears a scream. This is Orrock. Now the 0 point robot is pretty much coming and stumping down and all that, and pretty much destroying everything, and everybody's just running and pissing their pants. This is where Deku says, "Hurry! I always wanted to try this out." And Deku pretty much, you could say, run around in a circle with speed, and instead of like doing anything else, he pretty much holds his hand down and he creates a lightning bolt, which Zeus and we're gonna say a couple other gods like Hercules and them is like spying on Deku to see how he does with his training and stuff and what he's gonna do. He pretty much creates a lightning bolt and he throws it. He throws it at the 0 point robot, which it hits the 0 point robot, but it also does it shocks like all the other robots around. So all you hear is a just like left and right, destroying all other robots, including the 0 point robot. So it does like kind of like electric reach that touch other things. That's like a threat. And Zeus is saying, "Oh my God, amazing!" Which Hercules is saying, "Well, I be damned. He truly is. He truly is one of us. Extraordinary." And all the other gods are just like saying, "Wow, amazing." Including, we're gonna say Hades. He's in hell, but he's pretty much looking at his thing and saying, "Well, I'll be damned. I'm actually quite amazed. I might want to see him sometimes." And and all the gods are just amazing. Including Poseidon and Hermes. They're just saying, our son is truly amazing. Now, Deku was pretty much saying, "Wow, that's actually pretty cool. I might want to learn how to use this, like the lightning in other useful ways." Which Zeus is pretty much saying, "How does he have that?" And he's probably thinking like, "Huh, I might want to see if he can use it in any other ways." Now, this is where pretty much Deku picks up Uraraka and asks if she's alright, but she says, "Oh yes, thank you. I'm really thankful that you did that." Which Deku says, "Oh, it's no problem. Anytime." But she says, "Well, I better be going now." And he pretty much blitz off. Now, he's at home pretty much resting and saying, which Inko asks, "How was the test? How does he think he did on the test?" Which Deku says, "I think I did pretty well." And next day, pretty much, Deku gets the acceptance letter saying that he got it first, and he pretty much beat all my score. Which Bakugo gets her acceptance letter, and pretty much she got in second, and she's saying shit. Which Deku knocks on the door saying, "Oh, Bakugo, so what do you want to do then?" Which she blushes and says, "I don't know what you want to do since you won." And Deku gets, you could say, pretty much a smile. Now this is part 2 of what if Deku had pretty much explosion quirk slash acid frog quirk slash, we're gonna say, demigod powers. Part 2. If you like, leave a comment. I ain't gonna explain everything. 30 likes if you want me to do an automatic one. 20 likes, some video of this video sometime later. Also, comment down below, and I will talk to my partner to put the Discord link down at the bottom so y'all can join the Discord and say what y'all want to do. Alright? And it's for everybody to join. I don't care if you're a hater, you're an alien, you're a goddamn reptile, you looking like the guy from the movie who just kills everybody and disappear. It's alright? You're welcome to join the Discord, alright? You're welcome to express your opinion, what you dislike, what you like, alright? I'm all ears, alright? I'm not gonna be an angry person. I don't bite, okay? But I'm Keisha Ochia. Thanks for watching, and peace out.